Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me for Library Story Time. So glad you're with me today. Today, our theme is oceans. Now, oceans make up about 70% of our planet's surface. That's a lot of water. And maybe you've been to the ocean. I've been to the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. And I must say, I love the ocean. And I bet you do too. And if you haven't been to the ocean, I hope you'll get to someday. So our first book, before we do that, let's talk about our craft. Now, our craft, please come pick it up. I'm very excited. It's one of my favorite crafts. You'll get a packet like this with sand. It is sand art. And all of the sand art this week that you'll pick up will have ocean animals in it. And it's complete with its own sand. Now, how does sand art work? Well, I'm going to show you sand art that we've worked on previously. You're going to have a cardboard square with some yellow paper. What you want to do, and you must be very careful, you don't want to dig too deep, but very, very gently, you want to peel off the yellow paper, which will reveal a very sticky surface. Then you have your own sand, and you can sprinkle on your sand, and then you can go ahead and once you have one color, you can pull off another piece and put a different color, and that way your colors won't run together. You'll have separate colors. It's quite fun. Here's an example of sand art that has been completed. So it makes a very lovely piece of art. So come into the library and pick up your complete package of sand art. I think you'll enjoy it. Our first book today is called Rainbow Fish. And when I do ocean, it's my favorite. It's by Marcus Pfister. Rainbow Fish. And perhaps you've heard this before, but I never get tired of Rainbow Fish and his glittering scales. Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. They said, "Come on, Rainbow Fish, come play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales glimmer. One day, a small little bluefish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset he told all his friends what had happened, and from then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "Well, I can't answer that for you," said the starfish. "But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you'll find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story, and this is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." I can't. I can't, the rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales, my beautiful shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The rainbow fish wavered. Okay, only one very, very small shimmering scale. He thought, well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much," the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, Rainbow Fish had only one shining scale left. His most precious possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they called. "Come and play with us." "Here I come," said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. And at last, the rainbow fish became happy because he learned how to share. That's the rainbow fish. What a fun story. I do like that very much. Well, let's look at our little fish in the ocean. How many fish do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little fish. They're different colors. What color are they? We have orange fish, yellow fish, blue fish, green fish, pink fish. And they are swimming in the ocean. Now, another word for ocean is sea. And in our little rhyme, we'll say 5 little fish swimming in the sea or ocean. Let's do that together. 5 little fish swimming in the sea. Oh, they're teasing Mr. Shark. "You can't catch me. You can't catch me." Oh dear, I think teasing a shark is dangerous play. Let's see what happens. They're teasing Mr. Shark. "You can't catch me." Oh, along swam Mr. Shark, as quiet as can be. And he caught that little fishy right out of the sea. Now, there are 4 little fish swimming in the sea. teasing Mr. Shark. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Along swam Mr. Shark, as quiet as can be. And he caught that little fishy right out of the sea. Oh, now how many fish do we have? Three little fish swimming in the sea, teasing Mr. Shark. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. But along came Mr. Shark, as quiet as can be. And he caught that little fishy right out of the sea. Now there are two little fish swimming in the sea, teasing Mr. Shark. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Along swam Mr. Shark, as quiet as can be. And he caught that little fishy right out of the sea. Now there's only one little fish swimming in the sea, still teasing Mr. Shark. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. But along came Mr. Shark, as quiet as can be. And he caught that little fishy right out of the sea. Now, oh, no more fishies swimming in the sea, teasing Mr. Shark. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Along came Lonely Shark, as quiet as can be. And he said, there's no more fishies in the sea right here for me. I have to go somewhere else. And off swam Mr. Shark in pursuit of something good to eat. And that's 5 little fish swimming in the sea or the ocean. I'm the Biggest Thing in the Ocean by Kevin Sherry. This will be our last book about the ocean. But I'm the biggest thing in the ocean by Kevin Sherry. It's a giant squid. I'm a giant squid, and I'm big. I'm bigger than these shrimp. I'm bigger than these shrimp. Yes, indeed. Here's the giant squid. There's the shrimp. I'm bigger than these shrimp. And I'm bigger than these clams. I'm bigger than this crab. Oh, yes, he is. See, here's the giant squid. And here's the crab, which is bigger. The giant squid is bigger. I'm bigger than this jellyfish. The jellyfish is bigger than the crab, but still, giant squid is bigger. I'm bigger than these turtles. I'm even bigger than this octopus. Oh, I'm bigger than that shark, but shh, I'm bigger than that shark. I'm bigger than that fish, and this fish, and that fish. And that fish. I'm the biggest thing in the ocean. Or is he? Oh, that's a giant squid. But that's a huge whale. Oh, there's the huge whale. There's the giant squid in the tummy of the whale. And so the giant squid said, well, I'm the biggest thing in this whale. And that is true. The giant squid is the biggest thing that's in the whale. And that's I'm the Biggest Thing in the Ocean by Kevin Sherry. That's just a fun, delightful book. Well, thank you for joining me today. Remember, I'm very excited for you to come and pick up your packet for your sand art. And sand art is so fun. You have your own packets of colored sand. Everything you need is right here. All you have to do is come pick this up, and then you can create a beautiful sand picture. Thank you for joining me today for Library Story Time. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.